All right. Good morning, everybody. It is 7 o'clock in the morning. I got some sleep, not much, but some. And today I'm going to show you a feature that FSHud has, in which I can actually talk to ATC and it will respond. So let's get going. Let's see, where is my OBS here? Battery on, standby alternator on, avionics off, prop full forward, test pump 2, test pump 1, test annunciator lights, checked. Throttle idle, heater closed, parking brake is set, ignition to auto, engage starter. Kagoshima clearance, this is 9067 with information uniform request clearance to Nagasaki as filed. We are on stand 19 Delta.
Initial flight level 180, minute file, clock speed 753.
9067 cleared to Nagasaki as filed. Expect to 1 Ashik departure, runway 16. Initial climb to flight level 180, then as filed. Squawk 3753, 9067. How cool is that? I didn't even know you could do this. Kagoshima ground will contact when ready. Kagoshima ground 9067 ready at Delta 19 Delta ready for push and start.
Niner 067 cleared for push and engine start.
Cleared for push and engine start 9067. Kagoshima ground 9067 Delta 19 request taxi.
Niner 067 taxi to holding point runway 16 via Papa 220 Papa 2 Papa 3 Tango 3 Papa 3 Papa 4 Papa 5 Papa 6 Tango 7.
9067 cleared taxi via Papa 220 Papa 2 Papa 3 Tango 3 Papa 3 Papa 4 Papa 6 Tango 7 to runway 16 9067.
Beechcraft November 0 Tree 7 Sierra Bravo requesting pushback.
Beechcraft November 0 Tree 7 Sierra Bravo. Pushback request accepted.
That's nice.
Ground. Beechcraft November 0 Tree 7 Sierra Bravo requesting pushback.
Nice.
Ground. Beechcraft November 0 Tree 7 Sierra Bravo. No pushback tug is available to answer your request.
Yeah, I know.
Niner 067 taxi to holding point runway 16 via Papa 2 Papa 3 Tango 3 Papa 3 Papa 4 Papa 5 Papa 6 Tango 7.
taxi to holding point runway 16 via Papa 2, Papa 3, Tango 3, Papa 3, Papa 4, Papa 5, Papa 6, Tango 7, 9067. I have a bit of a cold, so I'm talking pretty nasal today, as they call it apparently. Yep, sure. Just drive straight through me. Setup. And I'm gonna check my frames here because got all the lights. Well, we can expect some real rain up there. That's for sure.
Contact Kagoshima Tower 118.2.
Switch to 118.2 9067. Kagoshima Tower 9067, holding short runway 16, ready for departure.
Niner 067, wind 187 degrees at 7 knots. Runway 16 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 16 cleared for takeoff, 9067.
Beechcraft 7 Sierra Bravo. ATC services terminated. Good day.
Yeah, I wasn't using you anyway.
Niner 067, contact Kagoshima departure 120.1.
Switch departure 120.1, 9067. Kagoshima departure 9067 with you passing 3900, climbing flight level 190.
Niner 067 identified. Continue climb flight level 190.
Continue climb flight level 190, 9067. And that is how we do that. So this is a perfect way to set you up for a training curve to later on use something like, oh, let's say EVIO or what I'm using for online flying, VATSIM. This way you can build confidence in your speech. You can train seriously, people, losing my dog is the worst thing that has happened to me in quite some time. My head is one big mess. I can't even switch to English properly. I was talking about the lingo, the acronyms, the way you talk to ATC. FSHud gives you the opportunity to do that offline with real speech, so you can train yourself and become more confident. I love it. I haven't used it ever. This is the first time that I used it. I don't know why I never used it, but well, here we are using it. And it's raining, people. I have my pitot heat on. I don't see any indicators that I need prop heat or anything. You can see on the weather radar that it is pretty, you know, localized. There's some spots here and some spots there, spots everywhere. It's like a Dalmatian. But yeah, losing my dog has really screwed with my head. I can't sleep properly. I can't function without him. He was my everything. Well, together with my family, of course, but this is cool, FSHud.
Gamer 636, contact Tokyo Center 125.9.
Because I want to fly on VODSIM in the future, I've got about 2,500 hours on there.
Commuter 3809, contact Tokyo Center 125.9.
Commuter 3809.
Screw up my lighting setup. Forgetting the landing lights and stuff. I have a checklist somewhere. I think I have it here. Check where it is. That's nice. That's nice. So we're doing a Japan tour. I'm gonna visit all airfields in Japan that I have scenery for. There's a couple of them.
Hotel room 8317, contact Tokyo Center 125.9.
25 Hotel room 8317.
My drawers are a mess. I need to clean this up. bought some Red Bull yesterday. Put it in my drinking bottle that I have here that I bought from Temu. Spilled it all over the place. Unbelievable. Even a simple task like that is impossible for me at the moment. People notice. I'm unable to...
Kagoshima departure. Commuter 769er. Negative. Bakery departure. Passing 2,700 climbing to flight level 200.
I'm unable to produce a full sentence even.
Commuter 769er, radar contact. Continue climb flight, level 200.
Continue climb flight level 200. Commuter 769er.
Checklist is not in there. It's gotta be around here somewhere. And everything in my house reminds me of my dog, so that's not good. That's not helpful at all. That's not it. Where the hell is that checklist? Switching Tokyo Center 12590. I forgot my call sign. 12590 transfer. Tokyo Center 9067, passing flight level 160, climbing to flight level 190.
9067 identified. Continue climb flight level 190.
Continue climb flight level 190. You can actually see here what you need to say. You just put your call sign in front of it and go ahead. But it's a confidence step. Flying on VODSIM with all those other pilots around you, yeah, it can be daunting, really can. Even I have been putting it off for quite some time. But if this helps me getting back into the saddle, then why not? Let's do this. On top, 1,000 to go. And I have a low fuel on the left side. So I'm switching to the right tank now. Let's see, I am in reserve. Alright, I didn't bring too much fuel though. Because it's not a very long flight.
Tokyo Center, Japan 612, Chiku 5 departure. Passing flight level 180, climbing to flight level 200.
It's about 18 minutes, so leveling off.
2, radar contact. Continue climb flight level 330.
9,000
Continue climb flight level 330, Falconer 612.
foot-pounds of torque. Pull back the prop a bit. And we're still doing 140 knots. That's good. That's real good. So Nagasaki, of course, is a historically, shall we call it, loaded place, because in World War II it was the site of the second nuclear explosion ever. The first one was Hiroshima, and I've never been to Nagasaki, but apparently there are still pretty deep wounds over there. People dying of radiation sickness, whole generations wiped out. I don't want to get into.
Turn left heading 045.
I don't want to get into the politics of the whole thing,
All Nicolet 622.
whether or not it was the right thing to do. But it did end World War II in the Japanese theater in the Far East, and forced Japan to surrender. And now we're actually doing 188 ground speed.
Gamer 506.
Turn.
Contact Fukuoka. Approach 134.0.
To Fugen.
Contact Fukuoka.
Taipei.
Approach 134.0. Gamer 506.
Then we'll probably get some clearance descending to flight level 110. The bomb on Nagasaki was bigger than the first one on Hiroshima. And as I said, it forced Japan back on the table. The surrender was signed in 1945 on board of the Missouri BB-61 Big Mo, my favorite ship of all time, which is now anchored in Hawaii, Pearl Harbor. You can visit it. And that thing is actually huge. I mean, back in the day when battleships still had a function before aircraft carriers took over, ships like the Bismarck and Missouri and the Yamato, which was the biggest ever built. And in the end, both the Bismarck and the Yamato were sunk by, well, the Bismarck is disputed, either torpedoes from HMS Sheffield or scuttled by its own crew. But Yamato was sunk by torpedoes and bombardments
208, contact Fukuoka, approach 134.0. 134.0, longer than 1208. Bravo 50029, continue descent 1,600. Continue descent 1,600. Bravo 50029. Tokyo Center, Omicron 68, passing flight level 170, climbing to flight level 210. Day IR 3634, descent flight level 180. Descent flight level 180, JIR 3634. All of them 68 radar contact. Continue climb flight level 220. Continue climb flight level 220. All of them 68. Tokyo Center, Orange Line 510, kicking on departure. Passing flight level 170, climbing to flight level 200. Orange Liner 510, identified. Continue climb flight level 330.
Now, America, of course, didn't want to get
Continue climb flight level 330.
involved
Orange
into
Liner
World War
510.
II. And they kinda didn't until the attack by Japan on Pearl Harbor. And again, the Americans got lucky because their aircraft carriers weren't in Pearl Harbor, but some battleships were destroyed. Loads of people were killed, and that was the reason why the United States finally was dragged into the war. So they were kind of late to the party, so to say. And even though America whines about them winning the war, they didn't win the war. It was Russia who took Berlin. Yes, they participated in a huge way, and we are very grateful for that, but they didn't win the war.
All November 1622, turn left heading 045. Left heading 045. All November 1622. Arrival RNAV approach runway 14.
Expect a Fubuki arrival, RNAV approach runway 14 for 9067.
When ready, descend flight level 180.
Descent flight level 180, 9067.
Skynar 506, descend flight level 180.
Nope,
Descent flight level 180. Skynar 506. IR 3634. Contact report call approach 134.0. Report call approach 134.0. IR 3634.
You see that red area? That is bad. That is really, really, really bad. And we're heading straight forward.
Tokyo Center, all level 258, passing flight level 180, climbing to flight level 200.
All Nippon 258 identified. Continue climb flight level 330.
Continue climb flight level 330, all level 258.
Probably gonna direct me to Oki.
All Nippon 68. Expect ton of arrival and takes transition ILS approach runway 16 left. Expect ton of arrival and takes transition ILS approach runway 16 left. All Nippon 60. All Nippon 68 when ready to send flight level 180.
Why is it?
When ready to send flight level 180. All Nippon 60.
And we have icing.
9067. Proceed direct OG.
Yep, I knew that. Direct OG 9067.
Bravo 50029. Turn left heading 035. Descend 12000.
OG set.
Descend 035. Descend 12000. Level 50029.
right smack in the middle of it. You can see by the clouds that the weather below the clouds is bad because these towering stratocumulus. And we're gonna get hit.
Contact Europa, approach 134.0. Contact Europa, approach 134.0. Oregon 68. Tokyo Center, 3-3-10, KQ1 departure. Passing flight level 160, climbing to flight level 200. Fuji Dream 310, radar contact. Continue climb flight level 330. Continue climb flight level 330. Fuji Dream 310. Tokyo Center, Orange Liner 510, KQ1 departure. Passing flight level 160, climbing to flight level 200. 510, identified. Continue climb flight level 330.
Continue climb flight level 330. Launch line at 510.
Bravo 50029, continue descent 1,600. Continue descent 1,600. Bravo 50029.
Seriously, even with a checklist I forget stuff.
Contact Google and approach 121.0.
Fukuoka approach 121.00.
Bravo 50029, expect to be the arrival at Zulu approach.
Fukuoka arrival 6 disregard. Fukuoka approach 9067. Fukuoka approach 9067, flight level 180.
Identified. Continue to set 7,000. QNH 10166. Clear Fukuoka arrival.
Continue to send 7000 QNH 3000, cleared Fukuoka arrival 9067.
Japanese 611. Cleared solid transition.
Cleared solid transition. Governor 611.
Japanese 611. Continue to set 2,400.
Continue to send 2,000.
Overspeed, Jesus Christ. Maybe I should just give up gaming. Problem is, it's the one thing that keeps me going.
Japanese 611. Cleared on at approach runway 14. Report established final track.
Cleared on at approach report established final track. Governor 611.
Switch up the Nagasaki VOR 11660. There it
Governor 611, continue approach.
Continue. Governor 611.
Governor 611, contact Nagasaki Tower 118.5.
Nagasaki Tower 118.5. Governor 611.
Continue descent 5,000, 9067. Okay, let's switch the landing lights on so I don't forget those. So 10,000 feet. That's the lower your gear, stupid. Horn. That's when you pull back on the throttle too much.
Schema 145, descend 4,000.
Descent 4,000. Gainmark 145.
Schema 145, continue descend 3,700.
Continue descent 3,700. Gainmark 145.
9067, continue descend 2,600.
Descent 2,600 for 9067. That's our final approach altitude. And we're doing good. $5,500. And just about here at the coastline, there's a checkpoint called Obama. From there we'll start our right turn into Nagasaki. Now I am going to fly over the city in a different episode, don't worry. We're doing good. Fuel.
Schema 145, clear start transition.
There's a tiny island
Skymark 145.
under the tip of my wing there on the right. That's where we're gonna land.
Skymark 145. Continue descent 2,400.
1,000 to
Continue
go.
descent 2,400. Skymark 145.
I think we can get rid of the prop ice. Here comes the turn. Obama.
Skymark 145. Clear water. Nav approach runway 145.
So that's gonna be fun. Your flaps, little throttle.
Skymark 145. Continue approach.
Did it say skid mark?
Continue approach. Skymark 145. Skymark 145. Contact Nagasaki Tower 1 with decimal five.
There is an aircraft
Contact
in
Nagasaki
front
Tower
of
1
me.
with decimal five. Skymark 145.
Approach isn't available yet.
Niner 067. Turn right heading 335.
Right, heading 335 for 9067.
Niner 067. Maintain 2,400.
maintain 2400 9067. And it again is taking up the wrong approach here. Unless it's going to overfly the field first. No, we are landing at 1.4. That is wonderful. Yep, everything's good. No problems. We are not going to overfly the field, but we're going to pass the field on the left side and then make a turn into final runway 14. So I was a bit confused with all the information that the nav display showed, but then I took up my Navigraph and I showed that we are now inbound Saruk, which is completely normal. And then we have Tenbo, NODAP, and Foxtrot Uniform 450. So we're good. In real life, I probably wouldn't have gone flying with the mindset that I'm in, the headspace that I'm in. That's the airfield, by the way, and we're gonna come in from the other side. But yeah, oh, I need to switch tanks here. Or we're gonna really run out of fuel. I'm already on fumes, I'm using my reserve here. Probably should have gear first. That's what you get, people. But this is a perfect example of being out of focus and messing things up. Now, I have the clarity to fix my mistakes. There's another bigger airport right here. Which one is that? Romeo Juliet Delta Uniform. I don't even think I have scenery for that. So I have the clarity, the mental clarity to pick up and fix my mistakes, but let's call that experience, you know. But as I said, in real life, I probably wouldn't have done this flight. I would have probably said, okay, I'm not gonna do this today. I I need to be in a better headspace than I am at the moment. And it's not that my mind is thinking, oh, this is just a simulator, it doesn't matter that much, because every flight I try and be as realistic as possible. But yeah, as I said, with what's been going on, and I really, really, really do miss him. It is way too quiet in the house, and definitely thinking of getting another dog. And I want a puppy, you know, so I can train him, so he can become my dog meat. And if you don't know who dog meat is, we're not gonna be friends. Because you have not watched Fallout the series, and you have not played Fallout 4. Oh, the rain is pouring down. So Monday I'm gonna go back to the doctor, and I'm gonna ask for something to, maybe some oxazepam or something like that, so my mind will tone down. I've had Valdi Spare, which is made from valerian, which is pretty good. It takes off the edge, but that's just, you know, in a normal situation, not like this, not where I am unable to speak or think clear. Those big Valdi Spares, they smell so bad and taste so bad.
90667, turn right heading 030.
Right heading 030, 9067. We're already turning there soon.
90667, turn right heading 055.
Right heading 055, 9067.
QMS 145, descend 7000. Descend 7000, KNAC 145. Turn left heading 185. Clear on net approach runway 14. Report established final track.
Left heading 185, cleared RNAV approach runway 14, report established final track 9067. And approach is on. And now we get to deploy the gear and everything.
Continue descent 4000. KNAC 145.
Oh, watch your airspeed, honey. exceedance. This Beech Baron B53 with the turboprop engine was developed by Black Square, and they are well known for their study level aircraft. This is a study level aircraft. You can break it if you do not watch out. You can fix it if you have broken it. There is another aircraft in the vicinity, but where? 'Cause I sure as hell don't see anything. But I'm crabbing. The aircraft is crabbing. As you can see, the nose is to the right, yawing to the right, but the runway is off to my left. Those white lights, those are the poppy lights. And the angle between those two, that's called crabbing. Crab angle. And it's usually used when there is a lot of crosswind. There is a lot of crosswind. (9067) established final track.
(9067) continue approach.
We'll continue approach 9067. Oh, this feels so good to finally be able to talk to my computer again. And there is the runway. Now those lights, I think those were navigation lights.
CNF 145, cleared solid transition.
Either another aircraft.
Cleared solid transition. Skymark 145.
Because the aircraft is crabbing, but not as much as I thought it was. And the poppy lights are not as bright as I thought they were. So I think...
CNF 145, continue descent 2,400.
That definitely was the aircraft behind
Continue
me.
descent 2,400. Skymark 145.
I think it made a missed approach.
9067, contact Nagasaki Tower 1, 18.5.
118.5 is 9067. Why go around? Nagasaki Tower 9067, final runway 14, full stop.
Niner 067, wind 158 degrees at 8 knots. Cleared to land, runway 14.
Clear to land, runway 14, 9067. Flaps down, gear down. We're on localizer and glide slope. Engine's good. We're almost out of fuel. So that's good. That means I planned the flight okay-ish. So yeah, this is leg 1 from our Japan tour. We're gonna fly all across Japan, visit all kinds of airfields that I can find scenery for. Some scenery maybe payware, like the one we took off from. This scenery is included in the flight sim itself, by Asobo. I am going to disconnect the autopilot. I have controls. I'm not going to change too much on the power settings or anything. I'm just going to slightly nudge the aircraft towards the threshold. I'm a bit low, so I'm going to power up a bit. Now I'm very low. There we go. Good girl. And now I'm ballooning, of course. Snarky comment, Mr. FS Realistic.
9067, vacated contact ground 121.6.
121.6 when vacated, 9067. Gone are the frames. Oh, don't stand still on the runway, they really hate that. .067 runway vacated.
Taxi to stand 13 Romeo via Tango 4 Papa 3 Bravo 2.
Taxi to stand 13 Romeo via Tango 4 Papa 3 Bravo 2. Audio is correct, ATC is recorded, because this is the third time that I'm recording this flight, because it hadn't set up the audio correctly. It wasn't recording FSHud, so I'm hoping that it does that now, because this is the best flight I've done in a while. Well, apart from all the mistakes I made, but oh, come on. But as far as FSHud goes, this was a very nice flight to do.
Nagasaki ground. Skymark 145.
Avionics off. Blower off. AC off. Come on. And shut down the engine. Fuel off. And that is how we do that. Alright, well, thanks for watching, people. This was leg 1, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Just keep in mind that I need to work on myself getting back in the right mindset here. Alright, I'm gonna switch off. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys the next time. Bye bye.